I'm Karina Black. I'm the Executive Director of the Northern Nevada International Center.
A native of Argentina, Karina Black received her PhD from the University of Nevada, Reno in 1997 in comparative politics, and has taught courses in global studies, world politics, international organizations, and Latin American politics. At the Northern Nevada International Center, Black focuses her efforts on resettling refugees and helping immigrants become active U.S. citizens.
We have 3 different programs. One's a resettlement program, one is exchanges through the U.S. Department of State. We have about 500 visitors that come on 12 different programs. And then we also have a language bank. We provide interpretation and translation services in about 30 languages.
The NNIC became a resettlement agency in 2016 and has since worked to resettle refugees who are escaping conflicts from across the world.
So we became a resettlement agency earlier in 2016, and we basically have resettled about 13 families, or about 77 people. Since then, they have come from Congo, Syria, Afghanistan, and El Salvador. We really have to push them hard to get them to think about self-sufficiency, which is the main goal of resettlement in the United States.
The Syrian refugee crisis is one of the largest humanitarian issues and has contributed to 4.8 million refugees and 6.6 million internally displaced within Syria.
Well, most of our families now are from Syria, and of course those refugees have fled their country to either Jordan, Turkey, Egypt, Lebanon, and so most of them haven't been home since 2010 or so, when that conflict broke out.
Refugees spread out in the Middle East and Europe struggle to survive and find a sustainable place to live.
Every refugee has a completely unique and different experience. So some have lived as refugees in refugee camps where UNHCR took care of them. Some have lived as urban refugees where they just kind of lived probably illegally in a third country and received very little help.
Many refugees are entering developed countries for the first time and struggle to understand new government rules and regulations, like the healthcare system.
In every family, there's somebody working. I think the adults struggle with, we have a lot of refugees with medical issues, so, kind of understanding the maze of the American healthcare system is difficult for Americans, even more difficult for people who haven't been here for a long time.
Karina Black understands the difficulties that refugees face and is a firm believer that the United States should lead the way in helping them.
In the United States, we do a pretty good job in welcoming people from other countries, because that's what we are. We're a country of immigrants.